Hello, this week we're going to explore making paper aeroplanes, and the purpose of this exercise isn't so much the making of the paper aeroplane, but the way that we're going to go through the whole scientific method, and you're going to feel comfortable with the whole way scientists think. So let's go and have a look. Here's a diagram of how you could make a paper aeroplane. Feel free to look up your own image on the internet. There are literally thousands upon thousands of different images and different designs that you can find. We're going to, first of all, I'm just zoom this up slightly. Let me go and do that. Where are we? Here we go. And you can see here, this is basically a set of instructions for making a paper aeroplane out of A4 paper. Now, if you're at the emerging level, your job is just to make the paper aeroplane and to reliably fly it. So you'll need to look here closely. You start off here on this diagram, and then you'll move to the next diagram, etc., until you get your paper aeroplane. You can have a very good idea of what it looks just by looking at the end diagram. So you know you're on the right track if you make something like that. If you're moving up to the next level, you'll need to make at least 2 paper aeroplanes. You might even choose to make 3. In fact, 3 would be better. And the idea is you're going to vary one thing about your paper aeroplane. So, for instance, you might decide next time round, instead of using, say, thin paper, I'm going to use much thicker paper, like, for example, almost cardboard-like paper, and compare the difference between thin paper or thick paper. You might decide instead, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave everything the same, but I'm going to, instead of having wide paper, have paper that's a bit narrower. So you might chop off the sides here, and then in your third aeroplane, if you're having 3 aeroplanes, you might actually decide to have an even narrower aeroplane, in which case you're obviously reducing the wing area. So that's another thing you might decide to investigate. Or you might want to do the opposite with the other side, so you'll make an aeroplane that has less of a tail on because you only use this amount of paper rather than a whole lot of paper. So you've got lots and lots of choices. You might decide to put weights on the end like paper clips. You might decide to try out a different design and then vary one thing of that design. So there's lots of choices, but the idea is you're going to have 3 paper aeroplanes, and the only thing you're going to change is one thing about them, so that you know that when you test the paper aeroplanes and how far they fly, the one thing that you have changed is the key factor that's determining how far it flies. So, have fun, go on the internet, look up what you need.